Hi everyone. In this session, we're going to talk about the teams involved in any Pega project. If you are an individual who is getting into a Pega project, or maybe if you're a business who is trying to take Pega and you're trying to evangelize like how many teams will be involved in getting everything done. Okay, maybe you will have your own delivery team or you're having some sales team and you don't have an idea like how many teams will be there on the customer side or how many teams will be there on the partner side and how many teams will be there on the Pega product side. I'm going to share some insights. This is not like some bookish knowledge or something or some template or some kind of slide. I have worked with various teams in my experience. I'm going to speak from my experience like, hey, if we talk about the product, what sort of teams we are talking about when we talk about a Pega product team? Or if you're talking about a customer, how many teams can be there at customer side to facilitate with all the stuff that is needed. And how many teams will be there at the Pega partner side? Of course, the number of teams is not like it has to be a fixed set of teams. But like I said, from the experience, what I have seen, I'm going to share some insights which can benefit some of you. Yeah. To start with, what I'll do is let's start with customer because customers are the one who is always at the center in my view. So customers are the people who would like to use Pega to maybe for the digital transformation. They have already made a decision that they would like to go to Pega to do some digital transformation. Okay, let's keep it that way to automate something. They have a huge pipeline of maybe processes which they would like to automate using some product, and they chose Pega as a product. And when we talk about customers, typically there will be two teams which will be involved in this journey. One is customer side business team, and we'll also have IT team. So IT team will help the customer's business team to do all this digital transformation. That means business team knows like, okay, these are the processes which I would like to automate or do the digital transformation with Pega, right? Maybe they're all going through some manual transformation or they might be going through some outdated technologies and business wants to improve the end user experience, right? And that is the reason business come up with all the pain points saying that, hey, this is the need why we need a sophisticated technology which can be used for this purpose. So business team is the team who gives all the requirements and who knows the business exactly what is needed for the business. It could be like maybe business needs to provide some functionality to the end users via web or through some product, and they have chosen Pega for this. And that is where IT team will also pair up with the business team, and IT and business teams of customer will be working to make something live with some product like Pega. Okay, so we spoke about two teams till now. One is business team and IT team from customer side. Eventually, whatever they're doing, they're trying to meet their own business objectives. In this case, let's think of maybe they're developing some applications which can be given to their end users who will get benefited with that. If you think of banking, so banking business and banking within the same customer, so and so bank, they'll have a business team and IT team who will be working closely together to meet the objectives, business objectives. It could be something like they're exposing some application to the end users. In a maybe in the website, they're going to provide some experience saying that, hey, if you want to create something on this banking website, you can click on the button and it initiates some flow or process for you, right? And that is one of the use cases. Likewise, there could be many number of use cases. Maybe if not to the end users, even businesses can also expose something to their own teams. Typically, we call them as back office users, and who will play some pivotal role like approving, rejecting, or such sort of stuff, who knows in and out of the businesses. And whenever end users take some actions, then they needs to be approved or rejected by some back office users, right? And that's what we say like, so now the other set of users we're talking about is back office users. So back to the point, within the customers, we can have a business team, an IT team who are working towards a common business goal. That's the first point. And now coming to the partners. when I say partners, right? You can think of customer themselves. Customer could be into banking or insurance, or it could be into any domain, right? They focus on their own business objectives. So what they want to do is, okay, they know they have some business objectives. Okay, we want to target so and so thing using Pega, but do they really know how to do that? Are they really, how to say, do they have enough skill set to implement everything using Pega? Not many customers will have the Pega expertise also, right? So what they do is they typically partner with some of the Pega partners. So I'll call that as a Pega partners. Example, you think of any partners in the market. Example, Capgemini, Aridians. There are so many like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all the IT companies these days. Whoever has the Pega partnership, if you go to the Pega website, you'll get to see the list of all the Pega partners with a different kind of recognition or maybe a level. There'll be gold, platinum, and there are different standards within that partnership levels also, which you will get to know once you look at the website of Pega. Anyways, back to the point. So Pega Partners is the other team. So what customer will do? Customer has to choose one of the Pega partners to implement or to do the delivery. Let me call that as a delivery. So for the delivery team, so within this partner, so obviously they should have a delivery team, an excellent delivery team who has to deliver whatever customer needs, right? So that is the delivery team. And is the delivery team sufficient? So yeah, to deliver the project, team is sufficient, but there should be some team who should go and sell something like, hey, our guys are really good. We know in and out of Pega, right? For that, we need something called pre-sales. We'll start doing all the pre-sales work, and there will be a sales team who will be kind of going to the customers and showcasing the capabilities of the partner so that customer can get convinced and customer will be choosing a particular partner. So that is all some process, I think, but it's pretty much common sense, right? So customer has to achieve something. So they need some partnership with people who knows in and out of Pega. That's where they reach out to Pega partners. And within Pega partners, anyways, there will be so many teams like marketing team and all of that. We're not getting into that low level, but at a very high level, Pega partner team, you can think of, okay, there is a pre-sales team or a sales team and the delivery team. And the delivery team is responsible to deliver the solutions with quality. Yeah, quality and best practice adherence, you can say that. And obviously, customer, while choosing the partner, they will be very careful in choosing the partner who can deliver their requirements with meeting the quality. Yeah, so and that part mostly the customer IT team will work with the Pega partners and they'll choose one of them and they decide, okay, so and so partner is the right fit for us, and let's continue with the initiative. Yeah, that's how things will get started. Now, okay, we spoke about customers, we spoke about partners, but the other important thing is we also have something called the product, right? The product in itself. If you talk about Pega, so Pega is a product. Now, what teams do we have on the product side? So obviously there should be massive support from the product side for any digital transformation, right? Let me call this as a product team. When we say product team, we'll refer to this in many ways. People typically say that, oh, so and so is the Pega team. I have reached out to them for so and so, right? So as soon as the product license is acquired by the customer, so obviously customer is choosing Pega, so they acquired the licensing and everything, right? Even at product side, there will be so many teams involved, like marketing and for all this licensing and all. We're not going into that level, but at a very high level for you to understand the delivery and to understand the important teams that are involved, at least at a very high level, what you should be knowing the bare minimum, right? Some product side, definitely there will be few engineering teams. Suppose if you talk about any capabilities on Pega, if you're talking about some integration which is there today, and if you talk which is not there today, and if you want to bring that onto the product, there should be an engineering team on the product side who engineers that, who develops that, and makes sure that that capability is added to the product, right? So that team we call it as engineering team. So Pega has this. So I have worked with Pega systems in my past, and I have seen some of the engineering team who are really good at handling things when it comes to integration. They have one wing in the engineering team, and same way. There will be multiple bifurcations again, but at a very high level, let's call it as an engineering team. And once customer chooses the product and partner starts to build things on Pega, and if they find any issues, and how can they raise it? Obviously, there should be a support team or stuff like that, right? So there is a support team, which usually we call it as Pega support team. And finally, okay, we have engineering team who develops the capabilities, or with every upgrade, we get to see a lot of new features. Who is responsible for that? Obviously, it is engineering team. And if there are any issues in the product, and if we have to pass the feedback to the Pega systems, then obviously there is a support team. And then who else? Now coming to the deployment side of it. Suppose if Pega, whenever customer chooses Pega, they can choose one of the deployment options, or they can go for, when I say deployment options, either they can think of, okay, this can be deployed on on-prem, or it can be deployed on Pega Cloud, or maybe it can be deployed on some other, maybe AWS or some other cloud, what customer thinks. They already have some cloud and they say that, okay, this is how I'll do it. This is the customer managed cloud, right? So keeping it to on-prem, let's say if customer says, hey, I want to do everything, okay, or keep it simple. If customer says, hey, I don't have any infra team or anything, so why don't you deploy on the Pega side itself? So Pega offers Pega Cloud setup. So you will see Pega Cloud team also, who will be responsible for deploying this product, Pega, whatever version customer is buying. Suppose as of today, it is 24.2. So if customer chooses this 24.2 version at this moment, and that is deployed in the Pega Cloud, so obviously for deployment, again, we need one team, right? So deployment, Pega Cloud team will take care of, ensuring things like, okay, so and so product is installed into so and so boxes like dev, syst, UAT, prod, stuff like that. So, okay, Pega is deployed and on Pega Cloud. So we have a Pega Cloud team. If something goes wrong with the platform, like anything on the infra side, okay, we can raise the ticket which reaches to the Pega Cloud team. If it is on the product behavior, if something is not working as expected, okay, product behavior is something like maybe it should work in a consistent way on in one manner, but it is not behaving. Maybe there is some intermittent behavior, then we'll start raising issues with the Pega support team, right? So, okay, we understood that we will be raising tickets to Pega support team or Pega Cloud team in terms of any issues, right? And who does that exactly? Pega partners. So when you talk about partners, because they're delivering the project, they know in and out of the requirements and they try to implement. And if they face any issue, Pega partners will start raising tickets. Obviously, Pega partner in this case, they will be affiliated to the customer's account, and via that customer's account, they start raising the tickets to the product team, which is in this case support team or Pega Cloud team. Or if customer thinks like, hey, I want so and so capability, but it is not available in 24.2, how about Pega takes this as a feedback? Then in that case also we raise a feedback request. Even that goes to Pega product team, and in this case, it will be channelized and ultimately going to the engineering team, who will start picking that and working on that. And in the next features, they'll ensure that if it is a genuine one, they keep adding those capabilities to the product. Excellent. So this is about, okay, we have customers. Within customers, we have business and IT teams who have actually selected one of the Pega partners. And within the Pega partners, yeah, delivery team is the team who is trying to deliver what customer needs as part of the project within one application or multiple applications, whatever the case may be. And whenever they're working on the delivery project, it's not like product is sold and it is done from the Pega system side. So from Pega system side, they also have some teams like engineering team, support team, Pega cloud team. But what if customer chooses, hey, let me not go with Pega Cloud team for various reasons. Maybe it's about the cloud, or it's about the some security, or it's about some licensing costs. It could be a number of reasons. If customer says that, hey, no, I just want to stick to the deployment options, what I have, what customer has, in that case, you can think of, okay, for on-premise, we definitely need another infra team, right? So customer says, okay, I have all the infra set up in my own cloud or in my own premises. Why don't I have all the setup installed here? Then in that case, whatever Pega product has been taken from the Pega product team, right? That Pega product will reach to the infrastructure of the customer. So that means customer is taking care of all the infrastructure. So we'll be having that IT team or infra team from the customer itself. So these are the bare minimum teams which I feel every developer, architect, or business analyst or people who are closely working on the Pega ecospace should be aware of. Okay. And personally, I mean, whenever what I have seen is whenever you get into the project, if you are working on something complex and you reach to a point where you need to raise a ticket to Pega SR or something, it's a straight through process. But what I feel is, okay, it's important to know that, okay, there is some team on the Pega side who takes care of this Pega support, which is like maybe Pega GCS, Pega Global Support, Global Customer Support. And if you think of, okay, there is some infrastructure issue and you know that, oh, infrastructure is on-prem or it is on cloud, you know that part. If it is on-prem, you will reach out to customer infra team, or if it is cloud, then you will reach out to the Pega. If it is Pega Cloud, then you will reach out to Pega Cloud team. So likewise, so and also how customers will be involved here. Obviously, customers want everything to be perfect. Obviously, right? Suppose if you buy a product, then you expect everything to be perfect in the product. If something is not right, you will expect the support teams to take care of such issues. Right. Also, if customer is choosing one partner for the delivery, customer will also expect partner to deliver everything with quality. So anywhere if they see any issue, obviously they'll get into the picture. It's not like from the customer side. Obviously, there is an IT team involved, right? So IT team will come into the picture to ensure that, okay, Pega partner is trying to deliver things on time with quality. Obviously, there will be various KPIs based on which they measure it. And if Pega partners are able to deliver on time, well and good. If Pega partners are not able to deliver it for any reasons, or if there are any minor issues or enhancements which customers need ahead of the product's roadmap, even that's where customers, partners, and Pega product teams, all of them work together very closely. Anyways, this is the rough drawing which I would like to showcase in this session, at least for those who are starting in Pega. And if you are completely new, what I want to say is all these teams from customer side, partner side, and Pega product team side, they work day in and day out to make the projects successful. So if you are working on Pega, you should bare minimum know that these are the teams who are involved to make Pega projects successful. Hope you learned something useful out of this. Thank you.